This is Ram Center.
Spring sports in Rockford are underway, which means more games, new records, and yes, more state championships. Welcome to Ram Center. I'm Isaac Galle, joined by Genter. We're all excited for spring sports here at Rockford, but we're especially excited to present to you this edition of Ram Center.
Here in Rockford, the whole community looks forward to supporting the Rams during the warm spring season. In my opinion, this weather brings more fans to the stands for these athletes' accomplishments. Don't go anywhere, because coming up next, all the highlights and the analysis on the 2023 season.
From the minute you wake up to the moment your feet touch the field, your decisions and actions define the athlete you are. Whether it's choosing how you react to a call or making plays on the field, you must remember, whatever field you walk on, walk with sportsmanship.
This spring season was exceptional to say the least. The boys rugby coach, Coach Genter, had a very eventful season as more boys joined the team with the ambition of following last year's success. They sailed through the season proving to be even more dominant than they were last year, while also building their team chemistry along the way. And in the end, he was able to lead the team to yet another state championship.
Don't forget about our crew team. This year, our rowing team was a small but impressive group. The team had been doing dryland training since January in preparation for their goal of making it to nationals. They ended up making it to nationals and showed everyone their hard work had paid off with great success in the nationals regatta.
Our girls soccer team worked very hard this season to uphold a winning record, as they had many new underclassmen join the varsity team. Although these underclassmen were new to the team, they fit right in with the family bond these ladies share. All this and more coming up on Ram Center.
Rockford was able to host the Division I state track meet for the second year, with dozens of schools competing and thousands of fans showing up in support.
Despite the above 90-degree heat on the track, these athletes performed exceptionally for their schools. Rockford shined that day, placing in the top 10 for many of the events and winning number 1 spots on a few occasions. Coming in 6th place was Rockford women's 4x2. Liv Hosford placed 10th overall in shot put as a freshman, a very promising start to her high school throwing career. Maya Corrigan placed 4th in pole vaulting with a jump of 11 feet 9 inches. Maya Anderson had no mercy in the long jump, taking home the state championship that day. The boys' dream team took home the title for the 4x1 relay, 3rd in the 4x2 relay, and 8th in the 4x4 relay. In the high jump, Carter Bissell set his PR of 22.7 feet and came in 2nd place overall. Keaton Faze was on fire, coming in 6th place in the 100 meter and 3rd in the 200 meter. Keaton Faze set the season record in the 100-meter dash and 200-meter dash. And Colin Graham was a superhuman this season, leading the team in the 800-meter, 1600-meter, and the 3200-meter. The girls had winning relay teams from all classes with mixed leadership between seniors and underclassmen. Emma Flanders led the girls in the 100-meter, 200-meter, and 400-meter. And sophomore Natalie Lewis showed off this season by leading the team in 800-meter, 1600-meter, and 3200-meter. I gotta say, all these athletes showed incredible talent this year, and we are happy to announce that many of them will be moving to the next level in their event. We've got Maya Anderson heading to Ann Arbor to long jump at the University of Michigan. Abby Denowden high jumping for the Lakers at GVSU. Keaton Faze will be sprinting for Aquinas next spring. Colin Graham is headed to run distance at Wichita State University in Kansas. And Elliot Clayton will be running for the Knights at Calvin University next year. We wish all of our former Rams the best of luck as they take on this new chapter in their athletic careers. Now we'll send it down to some of our lacrosse athletes to tell us more about their outstanding seasons.
Team 26 had a great run this year. We started off strong, winning close games, and as we moved through the season, we showed that we could come together as a team to overcome adversity. We had some big competition in the regular season that helped us secure our spot in the playoffs. We took down Forest Hills Northern and Catholic Central in close games during our regular season, as well as Detroit Country Day with a very important victory. We met Grand Rapids Christian on our home turf for the regional semifinals and pulled away with a huge victory. The next week, we took on Grand Ledge for the regional finals. We battled neck and neck with back-to-back scoring. We fought hard, but unfortunately, our run to the championship was stopped as they scored within the last few minutes of overtime. This season, we finished with a winning record of 12-4, but with leadership ranging from sophomores to seniors, we most definitely are going to have a bright future for Rockford lacrosse. Our group shined on offense this year, putting up excellent stats. Senior and captain Bryce Gordon led the team with 39 goals and 31 assists, as he had an impressive 48% scoring average. Tied with him was junior Cullen Douglas, who also had 39 goals with 27 assists. Right behind them was junior Madden Leslie. Madden had 34 goals and a 41% scoring average. Overall, our team put together 177 goals and had an overall 34% scoring average. I'm so proud of Team 26 for all of their accomplishments, and we look forward to seeing the future of Rockford lacrosse.
Don't forget about our Lady Rams because they crushed it this season, showcasing once again how dominant our girls lacrosse team is. The regular season had big opponents, taking away big wins against East Grand Rapids, Brighton, and St. Ignatius. The projected #1 team in the state, Forest Hill Central, met us at home for an incredible mid-season matchup. It was a fast-scoring game mixed with good defense that made for an exciting watch. But the Rangers couldn't keep up with the Rams as we took away the victory 12-9. These wins helped secure a high spot in the postseason. The first round in regionals was a dominating victory against Hudsonville 20-2. And the next week we took on Portage Northern and once again put up yet another impressive offensive show, 21-4 for the semifinal game. We faced off against Forest Hills Northern for the regional finals, and we all fought very hard, but unfortunately, we fell just short and missed the state finals. I can't help but highlight some individual players on the team. I want to start with Izzy Osborne because she was on fire this year, putting up 89 goals, an incredible almost 60% scoring average. She scored a total of 149 points, while also having 21 caused turnovers. She was one of the key players that led them so far. Aubrey Frazier had 36 goals and 20 assists. Leah Rings with 33 goals, and Hope Duell with 30 goals and 41 assists. These girls put up amazing stats and are a force to be reckoned with. I can't wait to see what we have in store for next year.
This year, the girls' soccer team came out strong. Their first game against Grand Rapids Union ended 6-0 with the Lady Rams ending on top. The following 6 games ended in 3 big wins and 3 ties, proving the strengths these players have when it comes to the game.
Well, West Ottawa proved to be a tough competitor for the Rams, ending 0-1, but they came back strong in Game 11 with a 4-0 win over Granville. Finishing the season with a record of 9-4-4, their team chemistry was shown on the field, but all the behind-the-scenes work they do brought them wins.
With so much talent on the field, it's exciting to see a handful of girls move on to the next level of soccer, with many of the Lady Rams playing at the collegiate level. Star defender Willa Cairns is headed to the East Coast to play for Endicott College. Allie Denton will play at Indiana Wesleyan, and Brooklyn Williams is headed to GRCC to play for the Raiders.
But don't be discouraged by our talented seniors leaving. The young stars on this team are sure to step into leadership roles and bring success to the program next year.
With the girls' soccer season underway, it's time to highlight some of their favorite moments so far.
My favorite high school memory with this team would have to be the bus rides home from away games. You know, we're partying it up, we got music, we're dancing.
We had the chance to interview some of the team to learn more about what happens behind the scenes and what makes this team special.
We may be a small team, but we are really physical and we don't get bodied off the ball easily.
I'd say this team's pretty special in the way that we're definitely a family.
We have a lot of speed and we can play the ball on the ground and fast.
Not only are the girls creating a team, but a family as well.
We'll do lots of team bonding. We went to a barn a couple weeks ago, talked about our 4 H's, which are hurts, heroes, hopes, and history.
I love my coaches. They take great care of getting to know everybody on the team personally and just making sure that everybody's doing okay.
Some of the best parts of the season are the memories they take away from it.
My favorite high school memory, definitely last year winning districts. It was just a really fun experience for our team and celebrating with the coaches and everybody.
It seems like our girls' soccer team is doing really well. I've been Chris Feitz with Beyond the Rock, signing off.
Like all Rockford sports, the baseball team had an impressive winning record of 19-5. We started the season with a doubleheader against Hudsonville, who proved to be a tough competitor. The Eagles defeated the Rams 10-8 in the first game, but they were able to make a comeback, winning 6-5. This season, the boys traveled to Jenison to take on the Wildcats. Sadly, they proved to be their biggest competition this season, and the Rams walked away with 2 losses and a 5-4 win in the last game. These boys fought hard this year, and we hope to bounce back next year even better.
Our softball team is ready for a fight this spring season. They walked away with a 26-11 record. They started with 2 wins, and for the next 11 games, these Lady Rams were unstoppable. For the first conference game against East Kentwood, we were able to dominate on the Falcons field with an 18-7 win. We sailed through districts, taking down Greenville and Northview in high-scoring games. Our girls continued on to district finals, regional semifinals, and regional finals. In the regional finals, we were met by the Jenison Wildcats once again. It was a tough game for both teams, but Jenison walked away with a 6-5 win over Rockford. Overall, our girls came out strong and worked harder than ever to uphold a winning standard.
An often overlooked sport here at Rockford is crew. With many years of great success, this season proved to be no different. Some of their members got the opportunity to travel down to Tennessee for the Nationals Regatta, representing themselves and Rockford.
It takes a lot of effort to build a hard-working team and the stamina needed for success. BTR reporter TenBrink got the opportunity to go down to the Jupiter Boathouse to get to know the program and what goes into the success of the team. Coming up next, after the break, we will take a closer look at the Rockford rowing team and all that the program has to offer.
Without refs, the game would be chaos.
Without refs, the game would be chaos.
They are the heart and soul of our sports. We can do nothing without them.
They are the heart and soul of our sports, and we could do nothing without them.
It could be you.
It could be you.
It could be you.
Give back.
Give back.
Give back.
Become a ref.
Become a ref.
Become a ref.
Sign up at mhsaa.com/officials.
Ladies at a low rate, let's try to find that rotation around the pin.
This weekend, Rockford's very own rowing team is headed down to Tennessee for the Nationals Regatta.
Many of us have started winter conditioning back in January, where we were practicing 21 hours a week, and that continued throughout March, where we had weights, we had yoga, and we spent 3 hours on the water each day just trying to work and make sure we were perfect and get us to Nationals.
Nationals has been kind of our one main goal for us this entire season. So since January, every single practice, every single week, all the hours we put in, all the work has been to get to this moment.
The Rams have worked hard year-round to showcase their talents to the best of their abilities this weekend.
Nationals is such a big regatta that I just hope that we come off the water knowing that there's nothing else that we could have done, and we just let everything out on the water.
Nationals features so many super competitive crews, and my hope is just that we get off the water. We've done all that is possible.
First-year varsity coach Sam Doletsky has had an incredible debut season with the Rams.
The regatta of this size, we have 140 teams, close to 400 boats entered. Overall, it's about triple the size of what we've seen so far this year.
The rowing team credits their tight-knit team environment for their success on the water.
Rockford Rowing is such a small team right now, but we really are just like family, and we work together so well.
This has been TenBrink with Beyond the Rock, signing off.
Girls water polo started their season strong, proving their dominance in the sport. In a home opener against Granville, the Rams took the win 14-6. In the next 3 games, they had a total of 37 points to their competitors' 11 combined points. For their home tournament, these Lady Rams went undefeated, winning all 4 of their games against 4 separate teams. They were able to secure their spot in the state finals after knocking down Granville 13-5. They moved on to compete against East Kentwood for the fight for the title of 3rd in the state. They were able to beat the Falcons 11-4, with 8 of their players scoring and Allie Walburn with 18 saves in the cage. These Lady Rams were a force to be reckoned with all season, managing 18 wins with only 6 losses.
The boys varsity golf team began their season with a rocky start in the first 2 competitions of the year, but they quickly made a turnaround and excelled through the rest of the season. The boys consistently scored within the top 3 for 6 jamborees straight, with a season-best score of 158 strokes. This talented group of golfers dominated the OK Red Conference all season, taking 2nd place in the conference and making an impressive run all the way to regionals, where they took 7th place. The team was led by athletes of all ages, including Liam Peterson, a senior, who had the highest overall amounts of pars on the team, and sophomore Caden Dressler, who had the lowest average of strokes per 9-hole round on the team.
Congratulations to both our girls water polo team and our boys golf team this past spring.
After their huge victory in the state championship last season, the boys rugby team was excited to get back on the field and prove themselves once again.
With many new players joining a team, it can often be difficult to build the chemistry that brings home the types of wins the Rockford rugby team is known for. but their season appeared no different from the last. Their chemistry was on point, bringing their record to an impressive 11 wins out of 14 games.
Even 14 of their players were able to receive either all-conference or all-state recognition. Let's take a look into what brought this team to receive a back-to-back state championship.
Rugby, a team led by Coach Gent and senior leadership, have shown recent growth here at Rockford. Coach Gent took a moment to look back at when rugby started here at Rockford.
2 years ago, we officially became varsity, so it's our second season. We did win states last year. We always want to win, right? We're super competitive, but winning's not the biggest concern. If we have all of these things right, good culture, good teamwork, good skills, we're going to be successful.
The team created a lot of personal and team goals at the beginning of the season.
Well, first and foremost, we want to win another state championship. That's always the main goal. Team goals, of course, is to kick Granville's butt, and then also we're looking to go down to the Midwest tournament, do good there.
Goals would just be to score a lot, stop the other teams from scoring, and win another state championship.
On a large-scale goal, I'm just here to teach a new skill in sport.
When reviewing goals the team shared with us, we realized the players all had one goal in common.
Come out, play as hard as you can. I'd love to get another ring. I think that'd be pretty sweet.
This team has lots of personal and team goals they wish to achieve. In order to do so, senior leadership plays a big part.
Senior leadership has been great. Cal Schwant and Jacob Tomasco, they're great leaders on the team.
We didn't see much playing time last year besides, select few of us. But this year, everybody's really excited. And we watched what the seniors did last year, and just knowing that we have a big impact.
The rugby team continues to dominate here at Rockford. We hope they continue this tradition in the years to come. This has been Reed Weingarten with Beyond the Rock, signing off.
This year, the girls' tennis team dominated. They proved themselves by maintaining a 16-1 record in the regular season on the courts. They were represented in 6 of the 9 flight championships and came home with gold in 4 of them. The Lady Rams were ready to play their hearts out at the Division I state tennis finals. They all played incredibly well and placed 10th in the state overall.
Boys volleyball for Rockford was only a club sport for the district in years past. But this spring, it finally became a varsity sport. And I gotta say, they did not disappoint at all. The Rams saw much success through the season, winning many games and being dominant in their tournaments. And for being a new team, they made it seem like they have always been there. The senior leadership, mixed with talented underclassmen, fused perfectly together to allow this team to move further into the playoffs. They made it all the way to districts, and after a hard-fought game against East Kenwood, Rockford took home its very first boys volleyball district title. This was a huge accomplishment for Rockford and its athletic program. The team's progress was halted when they lost to Hudsonville in the quarterfinals. Although they lost this match, I'm just excited to see what next spring will be like for this team. I'll tell you, it's going to be a must-see sport for Rockford.
Ever since I was younger, it has always been my dream to play on varsity. But sometimes you make the wrong play. One minute, I had it all. But the next, it was gone. Don't let your dreams go up in smoke.
This is going to conclude this edition of Ram Center. Thank you for joining us while we highlighted the incredible seasons that went on this spring. Once again, I'm Elise Genter.
And I'm Isaac Galle. We'll see you next time on Ram Center.